Hello, everybody. It's Sharon Whiteman here from Business and Wellness. Myself and my partner, Steve Partos, we've come together with a passion of it's obvious, isn't it? Home business and also a business specifically in wellness. And today we're talking about tip number 5 out of what we would suggest the top 10 tips for those of you wanting to participate and grow your wellness and move. We've been speaking up till now about a continuum where 0 would be death and 100 would be 100% well, vital, alive. I don't know. When do you start then? As a baby? I don't know. But that it's the point being that you can move towards wellness anytime. You can make a decision to do that no matter what your starting point is. And ask me, even for people who have, say, are starting at quite a low well point, might be quite desperate. And that was definitely my introduction into the wellness industry. Wouldn't it be great to even have 10, 20, or 30% improvement on that continuum? Would that be of value? Would that be fantastic? And definitely, I don't know your situation, but I don't know anyone who can't make a difference in that, can't feel better, no matter where they're starting from, if you make different lifestyle and wellness choices. And today, this might be one of my favorite. It's a bit comical because it's also one of my challenges. So I'm sure if some of you might, if you've watched any of the series up till now, you're getting a sense that I sort of learn things the hard way and teach what I need to learn. Has anybody heard that quote? And this one is called Chunk for Success, to know yourself. So I think one thing that's really important when you're making a decision to improve your wellness is to really know yourself. If you're someone that's going to throw the baby out with the bathwater, if you try to make too many changes at once and it's too threatening or too overwhelming, or your schedule's over the top, or you're quite a sensitive person, you need to go slow, or for whatever reason, there is no one right way to do this. I mean, obviously, if you're in an emergency situation, you might need to make priority decisions and change your lifestyle now, make really strong decisions. But for the average situation, you might need to do one wellness change at a time. Like maybe, we're going to be talking, in further tips about, say, adding water, adding supplements, adding rest, adding exercise, learning about better shopping and dietary choices as a foundation to wellness. Maybe doing a bit of a cleanse or a fast. Maybe you've got a bit of potential toxic load that's built up over time. And, if you've got a really busy schedule, if you've got young kids and are getting no sleep like me, sometimes you have to just take that slow, really, really know yourself. And another thing, and you'll hear me talk about this in our business tips as well. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Know your situation, love yourself, appreciate yourself, and make healthy choices that suit you. Sometimes I think some people can do one or two changes at a time. I think the best tip that I can say about that for evaluating your choices is just start somewhere. And if it gets too much, then cut out one of the changes. But make sure you continue that change until it's kind of like a habit, till it's easy to do, it's integrated in your schedule. And sometimes you might have to troubleshoot. Like for me, I have great trouble taking supplements or any kind of integrated medicine or choices more than twice per day. It's far better to take supplements, say, especially if they're dietary food-based supplements, to take them with your meals. That would be a logical choice, and it gives your body a consistent level of nutrition. But I just know that I pretty well consistently, I'd say 80% of the time, I forget my middle dose or my middle supplement regime. So what I've chosen and what I've learned about myself over time, even though it's not perfect, it's not 100% optimal or recommended, I'd much rather take the total amount I'd like to take in a day split over 2 than be missing 30% of what my choice would be. So that's just, again, sometimes you need to customize, personalize it to yourself, and know yourself, and chunk for success. So really looking forward to partnering with you in your wellness. And for some of you, this is starting to make sense about having a business in wellness and how you can impact people's lives. So hope you're enjoying our series, and thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the website or on the blog.